Okay, event one. This is the sandbag steeplechase. So 3 sandbags, 120 kilo, 265 pounds for you Americans. They've got to pick them up, got to run 10 meters, put them over a hurdle, go under or go around, whichever, pick them up again and run another 10 meters. So 60 meters in total with the sandbags and 60 meters running without the weight. So 120 meters. How fast do you think 120 meter could strongman run 120 meter in? I'm hazarding a guess it would be not under 10 seconds, but yeah. Okay, so this is a very cardiovascular event. I seriously think a lot of guys aren't going to finish this. Like 75 seconds is a tight time limit to get those 3 bags over and back, but we will find out. I guess group 1 is up first. We have Zolkowski, Ferrers, Williams, Mitchell, Trey Mitchell, Luke Stoltman, Tristan Hof. I'm going to say Eddie Williams as well. I just want to say Williams. They are in good points at the minute. So, I mean, this is Luke Stoltman's to lose, really. Luke Stoltman should be winning this event. Tristan Hof has proven himself very worthy at the minute. And, of course, Eddie Williams has won the first 2 events. So, again, he cannot afford to lose the points, really, going into the events after this. But he's got some good events coming up. So, I'm gonna say Luke Stoltman for the win. Eddie Williams or Tristan Hof for second as a dark horse. Let's find out. Right, event 1, group 1 done. The winner was Tristan Hof, the Canadian. What a performance. He beat Luke Stoltman by 0.8 of a second. All 3 sandbags on the platforms. Luke Stoltman second, obviously. He got 104.16. Trey Mitchell, I was really surprised at that. Well done, Trey, considering the injury you've had and all the, I'm going to say, terrible prep leading into this, because the prep must have been really, really hard coming back from that Achilles heel reattachment. So Trey did all 6 as well in 1 minute 13. So well done, Trey. That's really impressive. Eddie Williams did 5. The counted a half as 5. So he did 2.5 runs in 57 seconds. Kevin Fairs did the same in 58, 1 second behind, or half a second behind. And then Zielkowski did 4, which would be 2 sandbags in 54.8 seconds. So, yeah, points overall then for that group. Tristan Hof in the lead. That's a shocker. With 15 points. The newbie has come in and is in the lead by the 3rd event, which is really good for him. Luke Stoltman in second on 14. Joint second is Eddie Williams on 14. Kevin Fairs way back on 9. Trey Mitchell 8. And then Zolkowski on 3. So, next event, I believe... I'm not even going to guess the next event. I'm going to find out before I start talking about that. So, Group 2 is next. And Group 2 is Austin Andrade from Mexico, Gavin Bilton, Nicholas Camby, Andre Fortu, Mitchell Hooper, and Spencer Emick. My guess, Mitchell Hooper for the win. Loading. Ooh. I'm going to go... Oh, it's a tough one. I think Bilton could do really well here, actually. Really good. Just suits his levers and his size and everything really well. So I'm going to say Gavin Bilton for a second place in Group 2. Seeing him in. Right, we're with Mr. Luke Stoltman after that event. I thought you had that. That was blistering fast.
It was fast. It felt good, but just that last one, I think, just, you know, when your body's kind of giving up. Yep. But with the big ones as well, because you have them up quite high, you can't really see where the crossbar is, you know, to throw over. So you've got to slow it down a little bit.
You threw, like, they went well over. Like, if that was the hurdle, yeah. They were like landing where Jamie is, where the cameraman is. It was insane how far you were throwing those bags.
Yeah, we practiced that back home when we were training, because obviously the further you can get them, or the closer you can get them to the edge, is better. And with the rubber in one of them, I think all had rubber in it, it bounced a little bit more. So rather than if it's just pure sand, it's got that dead dent and it doesn't move. So yeah, just a split second quicker, I would have got the first place. But I know. It makes for an exciting day tomorrow.
It does. So tomorrow's events are car walk. Was that the first one?
Viking Press.
Viking Press, then the car walk, and then the Atlas Stones, which you don't want to be in.
No, hopefully not.
So you are on good points at the minute. Tristan's in first on 15. I think you and Eddie Williams are on second in 14.
Yes.
Obviously, with the events coming up, feeling comfy?
Yeah, feeling confident. I've got good events, Viking Press and Car Walk.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it should be. And the Car Walk went really well at Europe's Strongest Man, so the familiarisation felt lighter than it did at Europe's, which is a good sign. So yeah, I've just got to go and take each event as it comes, and yeah, I mean, if worst comes to worst, I'm in the stone off. My stones are feeling really good. Really, I mean, Tom and I keep saying that's a privilege of training with Tom with Atlas stones. He's pushing me. We're doing 20 reps of 180 back and forth. So I know my conditioning's there with stones. And but yeah, hopefully get a win in Viking Press, win in Car Walk, go home, rest, and then come back to the final.
That's it. And you've got your little boy with you.
Yeah.
What's his name? Koa?
Koa, yeah.
Koa. 3 months old now?
3 months, yeah. So he's out here. He was getting a bit tired there, so Kush took him back to the hotel before the last event. So, but it's class, man. You know how it is having kids, man. It just gives you that new energy in life, which is amazing. So it's cool, man. He's starting to smile. He's farting and crying, and he's just like me, basically.
Just like his mum.
Yeah, especially with the poo explosions that Cushy has.
Right then, bro. Wish you all the best, man. Thank you so much. Thanks, buddy. Right, it's Group 2 in. Mitchell Hooper absolutely blasted that. No surprise there. The technique was absolutely amazing. Throwing those sandbags, they were bouncing across the floor, probably making the carry of the bags for about 5 meters less each time he threw one over. So really good technique. Andre 4-2 was second, 10 seconds behind. Sorry, well, let's be fair, 9 seconds behind. He did all 3 bags in 1 minute 2:91. Austin Andrade did 2.5 in 105 seconds. Spencer Remick did the same in 106.4, only a second between them. Gavin Bilton, only 3 segments, so that's 1.5 sandbags in 34 seconds. So that's very, very low. It can be pulled out. Really sad for Gavin Bilton. Should have been a really good event for him. Don't know what went wrong with Gavin, but that's going to damage his points overall. So points overall for Group 2 is Mitchell Hooper on the lead in 17.5. That's 3 event wins, 3 of 3. 4-2 on 14.5. Austin Andrade on 13. Gavin Bilton on 7. Remick on 7. And Camby on 3. So Mitchell Hooper's got a 3-point lead at the minute going into tomorrow's event, which is the Viking Press and the Car Walk. So I think Mitchell Hooper has got it pretty comfy. Next grouping is going to be Group 3. We've got Adam Bishop, who is in the lead. Thomas Evans, Rob Kearney, Pat Dwyer, Matthew Ragg, and AVR Schmuck Stellis. So, an event like this, Adam Bishop should be right up there. I always say he's going to do well, and I jinx him, so I think he's going to do terrible. I think he's going to do absolutely awful. Thomas Evans is going to do good. Kearney, Pat Dwyer, good. Matthew Ragg should do good at this, and the Schmuck Stellis has proven this time and time again. So, Bishop's got his hand full, but he could come out with another win here, which would put him in great steed going into that. So let's get to Group 3. Right, I am with Mitchell Hooper after that blistering performance. 53.84, nearly a full 10 seconds quicker than anyone else so far. Tactics on that, mate, that was just insane. You were throwing the bag, so it was bouncing across the course, probably taking away 5 meters of you carrying it. As you were grabbing the bag, you were grabbing a piece of chalk on the way back. Like, you are just a mastermind at this. You are very, very, very technically minded for these.
Yeah.
What's like the approach on this? That was that even full board?
No, that was probably 85, 90%. But I think you can look at me and go, like, that's a strong guy. But you don't really go, that's the strongest man in the world. So I got to find my way around how to get all these events perfect. And one big component for me is that my fitness probably is better than the vast majority of guys here. Not just meaning that I'm good at events like this, but it becomes much easier to back up for tomorrow and day 4 and day 5.
No, fair play, man. You're absolutely smashing it. 3 event wins in a row. Next event tomorrow is the Viking Press, and you've got phenomenal pressing power in the Viking Press, so you're going to go all out and win that one as well?
Yeah, look, I reckon I could break the world record of the giant setup right now. But tomorrow becomes do what you have to win the group. and try not to do much extra. The yoke walk is last, and that's sort of a banker event for me. So with that in the pocket, I probably won't go full bore on the Viking press if I don't have to.
Okay. I mean, I heard Mitchell say at some point during the week that he's wanting to win the most events ever at World's Strongest Man is in the heats and the final, and I think he's well on the way to doing that. Is that still the plan, or are you just going to conserve energy?
Sorry. I think I've got a lot of long-term goals. One of them winning the most events, but do you know what? I may or may not get there depending on how long I plan to stick around. But I hope that if you look at my career as a 5-year, a 6-year, 7-year, whatever it may be, career, I am one of the most accomplished for the period of time that I was in the sport.
Well, you're well on the way to it. Good luck, Mitchell. Big fan here. Thanks, man. Right, Group 3 down. Matt Ragg won the group with all 3 implements in 1 minute dead, pretty much. Adam Bishop did 2.5. He knew he only had to do 2.5 to come second. He did 2.5 in 58 seconds. So very good tactics by Mr. Bishop there. We'll catch him in a second. Pat Dwyer did 2.5 runs in 1 minute 6. Rob Kearney, 2.5 in 1 minute 12. Schmuck Stellis only did 2 runs in 43. And Thomas Evans, only did 1.5 runs in 35. So that's really good for Bish, second place. And that was very sensible not to do that last run because he wouldn't have gained any points. It would have just wasted energy. So points overall for Mr. Bishop. He is in the lead with 17 points. Matt Ragg in second with 15. And then way back on 10 points is Schmuck Stellis. Tom Evans on 8. Pat Dwyer 7. Kearney 6. So good events for Bishop coming up. I think Viking press is going to be a little bit of a struggle for him because he's buggered his tricep not too long ago. But car walk, I know he's going to do great at, so he can Bish might make it through to the final without having to do the stones, which would be great. You know, fresh, going into the final, that's a massive advantage over the other guys. So, Group 4, just about to get started now. Marcus Crowder, Kane Francis, Rhino Heinler, Pavlo Kordiaka, Evans Nana, and Evan Singleton. Why are you laughing? Eh? It's not funny. The joke's done now. Okay, the joke's done. Right, my prediction for this. I think Pavlo should be good at this. He's not performed too well on the previous 2 events, but he should be good. And then Evan Singleton as well. So this will be good. I love seeing Evan compete at these events because he's just so aggressive, so explosive. So Evan for the win. Right, I'm with Mr. Adam Bishop. That was absolutely phenomenal, Mr. Bish, and great tactics as well.
Yeah, I saw Ragg he got ahead of me. I had a bit of a stumble and he was flying. So I threw that bag over. And when Mr. Sadler said, you got 15 seconds left, I knew that I'd got that second place. So 0 point picking that bag up again and wasting energy.
Yeah, and that is what's ruining everyone, isn't it? That last little stretch, just killing themselves, not on, really that last bit of effort, get it on. So great tactics there. That's put you second place overall for that event. In the lead still, 17 points, and then Matt Ragg's in second on 15, and then 5 points behind that is Schmuck Stellis. So Viking press coming up. I know you've been struggling with your tricep in the past. How's that coming along?
It's been a lot better, and also one thing that's helping me out is this Viking press got a pronated grip instead of that neutral grip. Yeah. So it means I can get a lot more delt, a lot more upper chest into it. So even if I can pick off 2 guys in that Viking, that still sets me up for the car walk after that, which is a great event for me.
No, I say we've had this conversation. Every time I say you're going to do good, you do something happens. So I think car walk's a terrible event for you. But good luck in the Viking press.
Thanks, man.
And it'd be great to see you in the final.
Yeah, that's the goal, mate. Thanks, Eddie.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, buddy. Right, Group 4 is in. The winner of that group, really happy about this, Pavlo Kordiaka. He did all 3 in 57.58. Evan Singleton second, all 3 in 1 minute 11. Evans Nana did 2.5. Stop it. Evans Nana did 2.5 in 1 minute 1. Kane Francis did 2 runs in 36.2. Crowder did 2 runs in 36.6, so that was close, and Heinle did 2 in 59. So that puts Evan Singleton on the lead at 16 points. I think he's looking pretty comfy going into the final because he's got a great overhead and he's got a great car walk. Good fight for second place. Rainer Heinle on 11 and then Pavlo Kordiaka on 10. So thinking about events coming up, Kordiaka's got a great overhead, very technical, very explosive. He could do very, very well on the Viking press. And he's going to do well on the car walk as well. So it's going to be... I have a feeling it's going to be Pavlo Kordiaka in that stone off, potentially against Heinle or Crowder. So we'll see on that one. Right, Group 5. Last group now. Wesley Dewinski, Nathan Galtry, Adam Roskowski, Jacko Schoenwinkel, Tom Stoltman, and Bobby Thompson's out. So my prediction for this is Tom Stoltman absolutely thrashes everyone. And then Jacko Schoenwinkel should be coming second, but say a lot of unknowns in this one, so we will see. Right, Group 5 next. See you in a minute. Right, bro, that was absolutely amazing. Quickest time of all the groups, 53, beating Hooper by 4 seconds. You told me just then you've been doing running for your cardio, which I find insane. What kind of running, how distance, and what have you been doing? How many times a week?
Yeah, so it's once a week, but I actually just did a 5k for the cat with a few of my mates, and the day after I felt unbelievable. So I was just like, I may as well keep this up. My recovery's been amazing doing it, and that kind of stuff. It's about keeping the pace, the rhythm, and the breathing, and it's really helped me get the breathing, the rhythm, and the pace in events like this. So it's paying off.
5k run. Can I ask what time you did the 5k in?
I think it was myself, and I did it at 45 minutes. So
45 minutes?
46 minutes. So yeah, I thought that was bad, but apparently it's quite good. So
that is really good, Tom. That is phenomenal. Right, so you're doing running for your cardio. That's just paid dividends right there. What else have we made different this year? Obviously, you had some time off the year before. What's been the change this year? Because you're looking on form, and you're looking absolutely ginormous as well.
I mean, my goal this year was just to lose some weight. I know I've added a hyperbaric chamber to my routine, which has been, unbelievable as well. I've talked to a sports psychologist now as well, which really helps with the mindset stuff as well. And putting all that together has been amazing. So yeah, I've just been adding a few wee missing pieces of the jigsaw.
Awesome, Tom. I wish you all the best, mate. You are the total package. Good luck, man. Thank you. Right, we've just spoke to Tom. 5k in 46 minutes. That is that's some going. That's some going for a guy that size. Wow, I'm impressed. Okay, well, it's paying dividends there, as you can see. Tom Stoltman, all 3 implements in 53.69, 4 seconds faster than Mitchell Hooper. So I think that says a lot because Mitchell Hooper was lightning fast. Jacko Schoenwinkel did all 3 in 1 minute 8. Galtry, all 3 in 1 minute 14. Dewinski only did 2.5 in 57. And then Rozikowski did 2.5 in 1 minute 5. So the points overall for Group 5. Tom Stoltman in the lead on 15. Schoenwinkel 1 point behind on 15. And then Dewinski 2 points behind that on 13. Galtry on 10. And Roskowski, keep watching it. Roskowski. So sorry. I slapped myself for that. On 6 points. So Tom Stoltman and Schoenwinkel are battling out for that first place spot right now. Events coming up. Viking press. Tom should absolutely smash that. Car walk. Tom should actually smash that as well. So I think Tom's safe. I don't think Tom will have to do the stone off. So it's who's going to go up against Schoenwinkel tomorrow. We'll find out. I don't want to make any predictions on that. So I think the event tomorrow is the Viking press. So that'll be the next event on the channel. Keep your eyes peeled. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. See you next time. Big love. Take care.